Okay, hey Ola. I'm gonna try and make this as fast as possible because today's Thursday, January 14th. Last night I watched Married at First Sight. It was the first episode of season 12, and I have a thing that may or may not get me dragged. I think that this is a setup because all of the couples, think all of the couples besides Haley and that computer nerd guy, the 38-year-old, he's 38, yeah. I feel like I don't know about them. And um everyone else is sus. Like I don't think they're going to make it. And that's not me being a Debbie Downer. I'm an optimist, okay? I've been watching since season 1. Other people that have been watching since season 1, let me know, have you lost hope in these experts? Even though they've changed the experts since season 1. Dr. Pepper, I think, is saying the same. I still, especially like the black people, I feel like 90% of the time they're matched terribly. I don't know, that maybe it's just me. I just feel like 90% of the time they choose the wrong people to put in this experiment. People that aren't ready to get married, and it's like clear as day by the way they answer the questions in the matchmaking special, and they still put them with innocent people. Okay, for example, the first two that jump off that pop in my head are Chris and I forgot the girl's name. Paige. Paige. Um, to me, she seems like a nice girl. Um, she seems like she probably is ready to be in a long term relationship, marriage, whatever. It's just that Chris, I feel like, especially in the first episode, a lot of red flags came up. Um, him being engaged earlier in 2020, literally the same year, to a woman that he met in September and proposed to her within 4 months, 3 or 4 months. Okay, that's a red flag. The way he answered a lot of the questions they had for him um, about having a wife, he he comes across like a box checker to me. And a box checker is someone that feels like, okay, I have this, now I need this. And it's just like this idea they've come up with in their head that I need this and it has to be like this. And if it's not like that, they pretty much shut down. They're not really open to expanding their mindsets. And for example, it's a wife, right? He's getting married. I feel as though he already has this image of what he wants his wife to look like, to act like, and especially look like, because he was very um, adamant about her being sexy, a freak, and good in bed or whatever, which I don't know why he separated those two, but um, and have his 7 kids, and I'm like, okay, it's fine to want to be physically attracted to your wife. Obviously, we all know men are visual, which makes perfect sense. I wouldn't expect him to not want to be attracted to his wife, but I just feel like he put way too much emphasis on the way she looked. And the way he was saying it was if he maybe wanted her to just be like hot to everyone, not him just, he wasn't saying as if, I don't even know how to phrase it, as if he just was concerned of whether he was attracted to her. Because you can be attracted to someone that other people maybe don't find that attractive. We've seen it before. But I feel like he wants someone that looks like a supermodel. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of people that want supermodel looking people, but realistically, most people won't get people that look like supermodels. Um, I don't know. He just seemed like he just wasn't in it for genuine reasons. It seems like very superficial reasons, like an image thing, like he wants to be like this perfect little um couples goals type thing. Like, something to post on an IG page. My lips are dry. I'm sorry. That is not cute. Anyway, um, just something to post on Instagram and people to comment, oh, couples goals, stuff like that. And you guys are cute. Look at your babies. And he also kind of seems like the type of guy to be like, oh, you had my 7 kids? Okay, why are you not sexy? Get back in the gym. When are you going to start doing crunches again? Like the day after his wife gives birth or something. Which I get to you want her to be in shape or whatever, but I don't know. It just seems a little unrealistic to me. But on the other hand, I think the Spanish guy, can't remember his name, he's Dominican, and Brianna, I think they might be a good match. The only thing with them, I think she's going to have to learn how to be more flexible, according to what her friend was saying. Because her friend was low-key kind of coming for her last night a little bit. She was like, girl, are you going to be able to, not have your way sometimes? Which is a feasible, you know what I mean? A reasonable question. Because in marriage, it seems like you have to be, a little flexible, a little willing to not always have your way, to compromise, which is, you know what I mean? It's going to come up. He seems like he's a little more easygoing, which is good, but I do hope she, kind of gets together in that aspect. But overall, they both seem like good people. I think they're a good match. Yeah, because he wasn't even as like hard pressed on the physical attraction thing. Well, obviously he wants to be physically attracted to his wife, but one thing that I liked that he said when the guys were talking in a group and Chris was saying, what would you guys do if she was ugly or something? And the Dominican guy, still can't remember his name, was like, oh, as her husband, I'd want to be open and I'm matched with her. So something has to be there that, is past all of that. I want to get to know her. I'm open to, basically growing in love. And I was like, yes, okay, that is a man that seems like he's more ready for marriage. The only, I guess, slight concern with him would be he seems pretty dead set on having children. I hope he's cool with waiting and making sure she's comfortable and they know each other well enough to take that step towards having children and creating a family. But overall, they seem like they're pretty okay. The other couple is, can't remember their names. It's the guy that was divorced. Older guy, he's divorced. And they set him up with the 26-year-old party girl. And I was like, that was a huge mistake. I don't know why they did that. That's why I'm starting to think they do this on purpose. It can't just be me. I know I'm not the only one. It can't just be me. They have to be doing this on purpose because obviously this girl is a lot younger than him. He's been divorced before. He's experienced things she hasn't experienced. And I don't think she's even been in a relationship for like 5 years or something. And she's been a single party girl this entire time. Even the other girl, I can't remember any of these people's names. The blonde, and she has like kind of like a pronounced nose, I'll say. She has a pronounced nose. And she's mixed. She's with the mixed guy, and they're the first ones getting married in the next episode. Yeah. She's marrying Ryan. I remember the guy's name is Ryan. He's adorable, by the way. I think he's adorable. He might be a little stiff for her, but we'll get into them. So I think was I talking about? Good God, Tia. Good God. I was just talking about them. The party girl. Right. I think they have two just different expectations from marriage. He seems like a fun guy. But I don't think she's ready for a guy like that, or yeah, I don't think she's ready for a guy like that. I think she needs to live out the party girl years a little bit longer. Because he seems like a nice guy, and he's just a lot more mature. And I think he'll want more of a settled relationship rather than a a party type of drinking buddy relationship. I don't know. She kind of gives me that vibe. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'm like stereotyping her. Maybe it's a bad edit, but we'll see. And Ryan and the blonde girl. I think they might be okay. They'll definitely be physically attracted to each other. I have no doubt about that. Because she described him to a T, was what she wanted to see at the end of the aisle. She was like, I want someone that's racially ambiguous. We're like, check. Because Ryan is mixed. He's cute in the face. I don't think he's over 6 foot or whatever she said. Because I think she was a taller guy, but I don't think he's tall. But she seems flexible. I think she'll be okay with it. And what else? I think hopefully they won't butt heads in the aspects that he's regimented and, you know, more organized, or not organized, regimented than her. And she's more of like a free spirit. Hopefully they don't butt heads in that way, because sometimes it can be an issue, or it can either be an issue or it could be good for the both of them, because he can kind of bring her down to earth, and she can like pull him out of his shell. I don't know if you guys believe in astrology, but during the matchmaking special, was it, or whatever that thing was they had on last week, they had astrologists on there, and that's the only reason I know their signs. And I believe he is a Capricorn and she's a Gemini. Weird combination, but it might work. So I'm actually kind of excited to see how they might work out, to be honest. Who else? There's one more. Oh, Haley and the computer nerd guy. That's 38, and he said this is his last chance at love. Which I think you can find love after 40. But I feel like 30 and 40 are those freak out ages where people are like, oh my God, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to have kids, I have to get married. I get it. I'm not at that stage yet, but because I'm still in my 20s, but you know, this is just from the outside looking in. I don't think it should be a freak out thing. And he seems like he's a nice guy too. A lot of guys on this season seem like they're nice. They just either seem like they should not be matched with who they're matched with, or maybe they're just not ready for marriage, or just like a different type of relationship. But I mean, the computer guy and the younger girl, I feel like she may be too much for him, because her friends even said, Haley is her name, right? Her friends said that they never thought she would get married, which I was like, damn. But then I remembered that her tagline was never a bride, always a bridesmaid. So I'm thinking maybe that's why her friend said that, but otherwise it was a low-key kind of shady. Because if that was my friend, if I knew she wanted marriage and she went out and did something like this, I would think she was crazy, but I would support her, and I would be like, you know what? Anyone can find love, anyone can get married if they really want to. So I wouldn't just like scrub it completely out of the cards unless they openly said that they did not want marriage. Then I would just, I'm gonna leave you alone. But yeah, I don't really have much more to say. I feel like this video is long enough. This is like 15 minutes long. Tell me what you guys think. What do you think of all the couples? Did I miss anybody? Because I did this off the cuff and I'm not sure if I'm going to continue talking about the season. Do you think I should? I don't know. You tell me. Okay. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to. Just really starting up on this channel. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye. I don't know why that happened.